Hello and welcome to the informational video on the confirmation program here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Ridgewood, New Jersey for the 2022-2023 program year. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Glenn McCall, the Director of Youth Ministry and Confirmation, and I'll be leading you through the information for this particular session. I'm going to bring up a PowerPoint to share with all of you to give you an idea of what will be going on. And first, what I'd like to do is talk about the requirements for the program. The first is you do need to be a registered parishioner here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel. If you have not done so, please do that by contacting the main office for the church. If you're not sure if you're a registered parishioner, please let us know and we can always check that out for you. Second, all those who are involved must be of high school age, a minimum of 9th grade. There is one exception to that. If anybody happened to get back in their 8th grade year, we will let them proceed with their friends into the confirmation program. And also you must have completed the religious education, whether that be in our religious education program, a religious education program in another parish, or in a parochial school. And you must have completed grades 1 through 8. If your child has not done that, please know that you can still register and we will work with them through the summer to catch them up so that they are ready to receive the sacrament and can begin the program in September. The program components, first would be the small groups. Small groups are roughly 12 candidates or teenagers that will work together for the next year towards their confirmation. Those groups are led by 2 volunteer adults, usually parents in the program like yourself, and they will meet for a total of an hour and a half over an 8-month period, starting in October, going through May. And those sessions are held either here at Mount Carmel or in the homes of the leaders. They will meet once a month for the hour and a half. The retreats. This is probably the most enjoyable piece of the program for our candidates and the piece that they get the most out of. The journey retreats are held at the Archdiocesan Retreat Center in Kearney, and we hold 4 of those a year, but your child will only attend 1 of them. And they will run from a Friday evening to a Sunday afternoon. If you are uncomfortable with your child sleeping at the retreat center, know that you will be able to pick them up at the end of the program day and bring them back the next morning. Those retreats are run by teenagers who have already gone through the confirmation program and a core group of adults. Service projects. Your child will be involved with a service project with their small group. The group will work together, choose an organization or a topic that they want to do their project for, and then at the end of the year, there will be service project presentations where each group will present what they did through their service project. There are also 3 written reports that we ask your child to do. The first one is due at the time of registration, within a week of your registration. The other 2 are not due until January, February of the program year. The first report is entitled Why I Want to Join the Confirmation Program. The second is who I've chosen for my sponsor and why, and what name have I chosen for confirmation and why. And the final report is why I wish to be confirmed. In the handout, in the booklet that we have, the handbook that we have, there are 3 guidelines for those reports, questions that we ask them to answer, and I'll talk more about the handbook a little later. There is also an interview. This is a requirement of the Archdiocese. Each candidate must be interviewed before they are confirmed. This is nothing major. Your child does not need to know any knowledge material for this. It won't be a long, intensive interview. They usually last somewhere around 4 to 5 minutes. And really the length of the interview is based on how much they wish to share in their answers. It's the same 5 standard questions that I will ask all of them. The length will be determined by how they answer those questions. Nothing major. And then there is a candidate sponsored day of reflection. This is a day in the spring where we ask the candidates and sponsors to come together. It'll either be a morning or an afternoon session. We have both to accommodate schedules. It's about a 3.5 hour day of reflection, and it's a chance for the candidates and sponsors to do something together prior to confirmation. In order for the program to run smoothly, we do require parent participation, and we ask that at least one parent from each candidate participate in one of 3 ways in the program. First is as a small group leader. These are the parents who volunteer to run the small groups that the candidates will be attending. I provide you with all of the materials, all of the information that you will need. I will do a training session with you. So it's not where you would need to develop your own curriculum. We have that all worked out, and I will do the training sessions with you and help you give you all the materials that you will need in order to run those small groups. Service project coordinators. Usually we have 1 or 2 parents per small group who will help the group in organizing and doing their service project. We also ask the service project coordinators to help the candidates in their presentation that they will give at the end of the year. And then finally, we ask for overnight retreat chaperones. These are my favorite volunteers. It's because these volunteers that I'm able to get a good night's sleep on the retreat so that I can function the next day. And what we ask of these parents is to come down on one night of one retreat from about 11 p.m. and stay until 6:30 a.m. and patrol the hallways. Basically, it's just to be there in case there's any type of emergency. So if you're a night owl or if you work the night shift, this would be a perfect way for you to volunteer in the program. I mentioned the handbook before, and the handbook can be found on our parish website in the confirmation section. This will not only provide you with all of the information that I've already shared with you, but it will also give you the behavior and attendance policies for the program, what our policy is for cancellation due to bad weather or an emergency situation, the outline for the reports that I had mentioned, and dates to remember. In the dates to remember page, I encourage you to print that out and to add it to your own calendar at home or attach it to the refrigerator. These dates will be all of the dates you will need for the program year, including the dates of confirmation. This is the earliest we have ever received the dates for confirmation, and they are listed in that handbook. I would encourage you to actually print out the entire handbook so that you have all this information readily available in case you have any questions. Registration. Registration is online, very similar to the style that you've been used to the past couple of years with the junior high program. And there is a link for that registration in this email. Registration will not be complete or processed until we receive that first report from your child. And we ask that you please submit that report via email at least within 1 week of submitting your registration. I do encourage you, however, to register now online and then know you have a full week to get that report to us. A little talk about the fee. The fee is inclusive, which means that we will not come back and ask for any other fee. It's a little higher than you might be expecting from previous years, but that's because this fee will also include the full weekend retreat, the cost of the food, the transportation, and the stay at the retreat center. It will also include all of the fees for the materials that we need to run the sessions, the confirmation sessions, and the service projects, as well as all the fees for the confirmation ceremony itself, the fees for the musicians, and so forth. There are scholarships available if anybody is in need of either a partial or a full scholarship. In the registration form, you can request that. There's also going to be an orientation meeting in September. That will be held in the church, and it will be with both the candidates and the sponsors, and that's where I'll share with them all of what I'm sharing with you now, as well as they will receive the retreat that they've been assigned to and the small group session that they've been assigned to and their first meeting date. Meetings will begin in the month of October. As I said, we do have the dates of confirmation, and confirmation will take place on Friday, June 9th and Saturday, June 10th of 2023. June 9th will be at 7:30 p.m. and the Saturday, June 10th will be at 2 p.m. These will be the only two dates for confirmation for the 2023 program year. That's the confirmation program in a nutshell. I tried to condense it for you so I wouldn't take up too much of your time. If you do have any questions, please feel free to give me a call at the Youth Center or feel free to email me. In this email, you will find the link for the handbook as well as the link for the registration online. I look forward to working with you and your child this coming program year and look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you so much.